goodness, I can't believe this day is already here.
Everybody.
Sorry, that's just my radio. It feels like I honestly was just doing this not so long ago, and it's been already over 2 years since we did our transfer with EJ. But those 2 years have gone by so fast. I remember when I was doing, or like I was in the thick of infertility treatments, just feeling like time was going so slow, and just waiting for, you know, like each day felt so long, and I just wanted each day to go by, because there's always like that wait time in between treatments, or, you know, just testing or things like that. So I felt like it was 3 years of fertility treatments, and I'm trying so hard to get pregnant, and that felt like a lifetime. And then these 2 years with EJ, well, being pregnant, and then he just turned 17 months as of like 3 days ago. So gosh, it just seems like time has just flown by. So it's just crazy, like just perspective on time, I guess. But with all that being said, you guys probably already know by the title of this video, I am going in for a saline ultrasound. I believe it's what it's called. So the doctor is going to check my lining, basically wants to see no polyps. I think that's mainly the main thing that they're checking for. I really don't know what else, maybe like scarring and things like that. So after this ultrasound, we'll basically know if we are good to start our frozen embryo transfer protocol, or if I am going to need a hysteroscopy. So I believe, so we've done five transfers. The fifth one was EJ, so that one was successful, I guess. And I think out of all 5 transfers, have we done a hysteroscopy 3 or 4 times? I'm not sure. I think it was actually only like 3 times. And with EJ's, we did a hysteroscopy right before we transferred. But when the doctor went in there after surgery, he briefed me and said that he did not see much in there actually. So the hysteroscopy probably wasn't needed. But since he was already in there, he had done like a very light scraping, and, you know, just made sure it was like extra clean. But so I don't know if we're gonna go ahead and it just depends, like I said, on what he sees. I know there's also the concern of scarring, so too much scraping, there's like a possibility of having uterine scarring. So if he doesn't see much, I don't see him wanting to proceed with a sorry, I'm like driving, so I'm trying to focus on the road, but I don't see him wanting to like do a hysteroscopy. I was telling Eric the other day that I don't want there to be like a gray area after this appointment. I want there to be a clear yes or a no to whether we need the surgery, whether I need the surgery, because yeah, I don't want it to be like, well, you know, you have like a few, but it's up to you if you want the hysteroscopy, because yeah, I don't want to have to stress over that decision, and if it doesn't work, kind of like blaming myself for having it or not having it. So yeah, if I'm gonna have polyps, I want there to be enough to need the surgery and for the doctor to call that, or none, preferably none, you know. I don't want to have to go through a surgery and another procedure if we don't have to, but we'll see. I'm kind of nervous because from what I remember, this is pretty painful, so after the procedure is done, there's just like very light cramping, but it's mainly like during the procedure that it's like especially painful. So I just have to get through the appointment, and after that we're good. They just like stick this catheter all the way up, and I think they use like a clamp or something, and I don't know, it's just very, very uncomfortable. So this is probably like the worst part of this entire process. Like, I don't even mind the blood draws or the progesterone and oil injections, like all that's like whatever, you know, fine. It's this that I hate. So I guess like once I, you know, do this, then we're good. But even if I need a hysteroscopy, I'm put under, so that's not bad at all. So yeah, this is probably like the thing that I've been dreading the most. But I'm on my way there. I'm hoping the doctor is not behind schedule, because I did take time off work, so it is pretty early in the morning. I'm hoping he's not behind, so since, you know, he probably hasn't seen many patients. But anyway, so I'll try to film a little bit there. Not too sure if I will be able to. If not, either way, I'm gonna make sure to give you guys an update after, and hopefully based on what he tells me, we'll have a good idea of whether we're going to start right away or if I'm going to need a hysteroscopy.
Tick-tock, the clock keeps ticking. I don't know what I should do, and I wish you would be right here with me.
Okay, so I'm all done, and that actually went really, really good. It was not painful at all, like at all. Like even when he like put the clamp on, like that wasn't painful. Like there was like no cramping, no discomfort, and it went by, or yeah, it went by a lot faster than I last remember. But yeah, like that was totally fine. So I don't know if I am thinking of a different test or ultrasound that I had, because this was saline, and it wasn't the dye, and I think I've had the dye before, so I think that's the one that was painful, now that I recall. So yeah. Sorry, my camera's like moving all over the place. But so now that I'm thinking about it, like maybe that wasn't the ultrasound or the test that or that was painful, because I do remember having a I think I had the dye ultrasound, which is, now that I'm thinking about it, the one that was painful and the one that everybody complains about. And this one was just a saline ultrasound. So basically he went in with a catheter, like he did the clamp, did the catheter, removed the clamp, and then his assistant was she was like squeezing saline as he was like looking at my lining, and he said everything looked really, really good. He did not see any polyps. So that's like best case scenario. He said he's going to send off the report to my main doctor, because our main doctor is in Seattle, and we are just being monitored locally by a different doctor. So just like a satellite clinic, and so they do all the monitoring, but all the main stuff gets done in Seattle, so like the transfer and stuff like that. So anyway, that report is going to be sent off to my doctor in Seattle. He's gonna review it, but he said he based on what he's seen, he doesn't think that I'm gonna need surgery. So we're probably gonna be given the green light to transfer or start our protocol, and we'll probably transfer within 30 days. So that is just so crazy to me. So happy that we're starting off with good news, because yeah, just before, like trying to get pregnant, it seemed like every appointment like we were leaving with bad news. So I mean, whatever, if that's the case, if I have to have surgery, it's fine. I just I don't know, it may be too because we already have EJ, and you know, we're so happy with him, and he keeps us so busy. Like, we're not in a hurry to like transfer or anything like that. Like, we just want to make sure that everything looks good, and everything's perfect before we transfer. So if that means, you know, waiting or having surgery or whatever, like, it's fine. Like I had mentioned earlier, and maybe a lot of you can relate, but when you don't have that baby, like when you're, you know, trying to conceive, you have no children, I think it's just, it's lonelier, and the journey's harder because you're just longing for that child, and so, you know, we have EJ, so we're, you know, grateful for him. And even if this transfer or the next transfer, you know, we run out of embryos and decide we don't want to start another cycle again, we said we would just be happy with him. So if it's meant to be that he's our only child, then we're grateful for that. And I always told God, if he just gave me one baby, I would be happy and I wouldn't ask for anything else. So we have that. Since we do have embryos left, we would love to grow our family and give EJ a sibling. So we're obviously gonna, you know, try, and if we run out of embryos, we'll decide then if we want to have another, like, do another full cycle. But as of now, we've both kind of, you know, agreed that we'll just use the embryos we have, and whatever happens. But again, things happen, plans change, so we'll decide then. But hopefully this next embryo decides to stick around, and yeah, I'll be pregnant soon. So again, wishful thinking. I'm just going in, but the positive mind, and just a lot less stress this time. So yeah, I'm just so excited. I'll let you guys know if I don't know when we'll get that report. They said they're sending it off like right now, so my doctor will have to review it. So I don't know if we'll have an answer by today, and it's the weekend, so and I'm sure, you know, they'll probably reach out like Monday or, you know, sometime next week. But yeah, that's the appointment. It went so great, so happy. But I'll definitely keep you guys updated. Stinker, hi.
He had a little leakage.
Oh, almost a blow.
Yeah.
This kid loves books. Which one's this one? Jesus Loves Me? So you want Dada to read it to you? You want Mama, huh? Mommy. Mommy, read it. Oh, guys, that's a long story. Maybe we'll go into it later, but let's just say he has stitches in his finger, and he no longer goes to daycare. Here you go, baby. Oh, mommy, I'll read to you. Okay. Jesus loves me. Oh. It says, Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him belong. Turn the page, turn the page. Guys, I like seeing everything now like Miss Rachel from Songs for Littles. Up. Okay, this is why I can't pull the camera out, because he loves this camera. So a lot of the time I'm recording on my phone. Boop. Say, pick it up, pick it up. You have to be gentle to your books, EJ. Oh, I don't think we ever gave a, it's pretty clean. What? A tour of the final, like, there's just like very, very few things he has to do.
What?
Just the gawking around the...
You don't gotta point it out?
Well, no, I'm just, like, that's literally everything. I think everything else is done, and it looks so much better. Like, so good.
Trying to lock us in here?
Yeah. Everything looks so good. Do you want me to tell you how it went?
Yeah. Go ahead. Do you want to come in the restroom or do you want to go somewhere else and tell me?
We can go over there. I'm making my coffee so I can go back to work. I started early to make up time. I'm not making water.
DJ. DJ.
So I thought it was gonna be super painful. Cause that's what I remember it being like.
Yeah.
And it wasn't painful at all. Like at all.
Do you think maybe it's because you had a kid?
I don't know. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, maybe it doesn't hurt because I had a kid already.
Like,
it's not what it used to be. This big head. Anyways, so he said he did not see any polyps.
That's good.
I know. I was surprised. Yeah, he said everything looks good. He's like, I'm gonna send the report over to Dr. Lettery like right now. I don't know when they'll get back to me. He has to review it, obviously. He's like, he'll let you know what he thinks, but he doesn't think there should be a reason for me to have surgery.
That's good.
My bra. For me to have surgery. So that's crazy. Like if everything looks good, we could be transferring within 30 days.
Yeah, because I remember. I think you've had a
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, I think I had it 3 times. I think twice I didn't because I had a miscarriage, so they already did like a scraping. But I think like each time it was either I had a hysteroscopy before or I had just had a miscarriage, so
yeah.
It was basically one. They would go in there and do a scratch.
How do you feel about it? How do you feel good? Like you feel like?
I feel good, and that's what I was saying. Like on the way here, that even if they had found something and it would have like delayed the transfer because I would need surgery or something, I wouldn't have been mad because
that was the norm for us.
Well, but we have him, so we're happy. So I think before it was like we wanted a baby so bad, and the house felt so lonely, and it was like different, like trying for our first baby and now having him. And I just remember telling God, like, if you give us a child and you don't want to give us more, and I won't ever ask for anything else. So that's the way I went into it. It's like, okay, like we have to have a hysteroscopy, or if it's hard or if it's not meant to be, it's fine. So I think I was just not expecting bad news, but wasn't going to be upset,
Yeah.
And before, I just remember feeling like I was trying so hard to be positive, but feeling like why us, or like when is it going to be our turn, or why do we have such bad luck, And now it's different. So it's like a different experience trying for a baby when you already have a baby. So I obviously want it to work because I would love EJ to have a sibling, and I would love to grow our family, and I see us with more than one kid. But and we've had this conversation, if EJ's the only one we have, like, we're grateful for that, and we're happy, and like, I'm not gonna be mad at God because we didn't have more, because he's perfect. So I do want more, but I'll be happy either way. So anyway, I was surprised that he didn't find anything at all. He did say that my lining looks good. It's he's like, I see you have the 3 layers. It was measuring good. He's like, you're definitely going to be ovulating soon, because then he looked at my ovaries and he said my left ovary, one of the eggs. And that's what he said. He's like, if you want, he's like, if you want to try to conceive naturally, he's like, I've seen it so many times where couples, after they have a baby, he's like, your body resets. He's like, when you're done breastfeeding, you've had a kid, like, your body resets. So a lot of people end up getting pregnant naturally. He's like, so if you want, I would say Sunday start, trying for natural intercourse. But in my mind, I'm like, it's your body didn't reset.
Yeah, my body won't reset from all that.
And either way, with my translocation, I don't think I would want to risk having a baby. Maybe it's good that he told me, because now I don't want to. I want to make sure we don't try, because I'm scared. I don't know. I mean, there's a chance I could get pregnant and it could be totally normal, and then we wouldn't have to have these treatments. But then I would still want to transfer those two at some point because I see them as babies, or would we donate them? Or would we,
no.
You know what I mean? So
No,
it's just,
yeah.
so it's like, we're going to transfer them. Why not just wait? We're already
It don't matter because I don't work.
Yeah.
It don't matter because I don't work.
You never know. There's people men who have very,
I
very
know.
low
There's
somehow
one of my coworkers, actually, he's gone through chemo treatments, not as much as I, but he's gone through them and he's had 3 kids since.
Yeah.
So
I think we should just be smart and.
Why'd you do that way?
I don't know. I always do it this way.
Why?
I don't know.
What? That's
I
weird.
feel like you hold it, but food doesn't touch it. And I know we wash our spoons and everything. But sometimes I'm like.
But you're touching it all the time.
Well, now I'm not. Yeah, but it's washed, and the worst that's touched
So,
is hands. But
the hands are probably worse than the food that's cooked.
I'm like, don't you sometimes pick stuff up and you're like, oh shoot, that's dirty?
I look at it, but yeah.
But
And if it's dirty, you rewash
I'm
it.
in a hurry. I'm so used to doing this because I've done it before, and I'm like, shoot, that was dirty. Like, that's disgusting. Like, how it ends up there, I don't know. But anyway, so.
But yeah. But anyways, yeah.
DJ, are you making a mess? Is that why you're being
quiet?
quiet?
He's pulling all the Kleenex out.
Baby, no. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, dude.
A quiet baby is no good baby.
Just let him play with that.
Yeah.
He actually done pulled some.
Hey, the lid for the water. EJ,
Oh, this is here, EJ.
EJ, let's see
Alright,
your
but anyway, so
let's see your finger, EJ.
I know, I told them.
EJ, let's see your finger.
You can give them the.
Show me your finger.
Let them know what happened, but.
Show me your finger. Oh, my
That was a
finger.
very bad day. I just said he has stitches and he's no longer in daycare, but you know, fill them in. He can.
Nah, that's a
Anyways,
different video.
So that's the update. If we hear back, my coffee. If we hear back from my doctor in Seattle today, we'll probably pick up the camera and probably add that to this video. But if not, I don't know. I don't know if I'll be.
So we are officially starting, right?
We're officially, well, technically no, because he hasn't given us the green light.
But he should.
He should. He should.
Okay. Based on what
This
doctor
doctor
told you, and then we should. All right. Time to get excited, or will you get excited and me stay level-headed and get you mad because I'm not excited or mad?
Yeah, I feel like I'm always way more emotionally invested.
All right.
All right, but we'll see you guys next time.
With me. My mind is filled with pictures of when we used to dance, but now I don't know where you are. I missed you so bad, won't you come back to me? I've got you in